Hello and welcome to today's lunchtime class. We are doing jump fit today, so if you haven't done a jump fit class before, then we're going to go through a little bit to start with. We're looking at landing mechanics, so whenever we do a jump, we want to make sure that when we do land, we are softening, we are landing at the midfoot, and we're bending the knee, and as always, we want our ankle in line with our knee, in line with our hip. So when we land, we don't want our knees to fall in like this, okay? Do not land with your heel. Make sure you do land on the midfoot, that way the body absorbs the force it is meant to. As always, if you don't do a lot of training, if you're not doing a lot of this kind of jump style training, then think about in a 30-second period, you want to be doing maybe 10 jumps, right? If you're super fit and you've done these for the last few weeks and you want to go, then push up to maybe one every second, something like 30 in a 30-second period, okay? Good stuff. So I'm just going to go over here and set the timer. We're going to change it to jump fit 2 at the bottom so that I know what I'm doing, and then we are going to crack on. There we go. So we're doing a 1 minute to start with, 10 seconds, and we're going to start with a squat into hip hinge. So we're just warming up to start with. So squat there and then hip hinge there. Say hi if it's your first session, guys. Let's go. So we're going to squat down and then we're going to go forward. Scott, don't worry, mate. Give it a watch and you'll see what's in store, okay? We've got a boxing session tonight at 6 p.m. So if you're feeling fit later, do that. Or we do these every day. So we've got a lunchtime class and we've got an evening class that you can take part in. J-Dev, good to see you again. Hope you're well, mate. Oh, okay, so did anyone train with us yesterday? Anyone doing 2 on the bounce? Let me know. So when you're hinging forward, okay, you're not bending the knee. So we're squatting there. This one is just a hip hinge and you're gonna feel it down the back of your hamstrings. I'm just gonna start my watch, which is gonna tell me how my heart rate is doing. It's gonna tell me how long we've been working for. Give me an idea, an estimate of how many calories we're burning. Good stuff, Scott. We'll see you later on for that one then. It's a UWCB boxing class, fitness one. Hey, Yaz. Right, good stuff, okay. Next one, you're gonna do a walkout into a press up, okay? My microphone keeps falling out. I need to change this short. So we're gonna walk ourselves out from here. So when you get to this position, press up down, walk yourself back up and stand. Now again, we're hinging from the hip to the floor. We're not squatting down, so you're gonna feel your hamstrings and you're just slightly mobilizing more top of the calves, and you're gonna feel it around the top of the hamstrings to glutes as well. Press up when you're there. We're not going at a crazy pace. We're just looking at getting our bodies working, moving, revving them up for what's to come. If you've done this jump fit class before, you'll know it's relatively leg heavy. So you are going to feel your legs, particularly quads. So we need to make sure we're appropriately mobilizing all of those ankle joints, knee joints, hip joints, and everything else. One more. Good stuff, standing up, there we go. Okay, so we're now going to do a walkout, but when we get to the bottom, we're going to do a spider instead. So we're going to bring our leg up. I don't know why I'm trying to show you it's standing up. You're going to bring your leg up to foot to be beside the hand. So we walk ourselves out. We bring right foot round there, sink into the hip, replace. Left foot round, sink in, replace, and walk back up. And again, when you're doing that walkout, you're thinking about hinging. See how my back's still neutral, and then at the last minute, I'm just gonna collapse down to the floor. There, I mean collapse from the hip, not just fall in a heap. Walk back up, standing up to the top, and down again. All right, Dave, 2 in a row for you. There we go. And back up, standing up there. Just taking time to loosen up and mobilize these joints. I did 2 of the classes yesterday and my calves were already a bit shot from that skipping challenge I did, so need to still really make sure I'm mobilizing. Okay, good. Reach and rotate next. So quadruped position, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. We reach under until our shoulder touches the floor, and then like you're starting a lawnmower, we're going to rotate all the way out, replace that hand and go on the other side there. Boom, back, reach, rotate. When you're rotating this hand I want it to point to the ceiling at the end. That's how far you're coming round. Good. Here you go. Got 2 left after this, right? We've got calf pulses, and then we're going to go into our reverse lunge and twists. Then we're going to go straight into our circuit. Slightly different jump fit class today. So we are obviously going to be doing a lot of different jumps, but we're going to set it up slightly differently. We're going to put more body weight exercises in between the jumps as well. So it's not just literally non-stop jumping on your legs, okay? So next one's calf pulses, hands down, hips up. Drop alternate heels down into the floor, stretching off those calves, mobilising the ankle. Calf pulses, I always say calf raises. It's not calf raises, it's a calf pulse. So I go left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. And I do it in time with the music. If you want to just go 2 each side, or if you want to really slow it down and just go 1 each side, totally up to you. But we are trying to get those heels into the floor, and you are going to feel that stretch down back of the calf. Good stuff. You've got another 10 seconds, and then we're going to go reverse lunge into twist. Good, standing up, nice. Oh, feeling my shoulders after yesterday as well. Okay, so reverse lunge back, twist over that front leg, so left leg's forward, rotate to left, twist to left, replace. Right leg stays forward, lunge back with the left and replace. There, rotate and back. Notice I'm not going too quickly here. I'm focusing more on the quality of this movement, so I'm making sure that when I do this, that my knee is above my ankle. This is in a nice straight vertical shin. I'm not letting my front knee track too far over that foot. And then I rotate from that position when I know I'm nice and solid. Okay, the weight's going through the midfoot. The majority of my weight is on the front foot. Both my knees are bending, which allows me to get into that position a little bit easier. Good. 10 seconds. Okay, good stuff, there we go, nice. So, a bit of mobilisation there, heart rate's coming up slightly. We're gonna have 30 seconds so you can grab a sip of your drinks, and then we're gonna go into a slightly longer circuit today. So what we're gonna do is we've got 8 different styles of jump. We're gonna do 40 seconds worth of a jump. We're gonna have 15 seconds rest. Then we're gonna do 40 seconds bodyweight exercise. And we've got 8 rounds of that. So it's about 14 minutes non-stop circuit today, okay? So grab yourselves a drink now and then come back to this space, okay? 30 seconds. Morning, JP Morgan. Hope you're doing well, mate. Right, so we're going into our jump circuit now. We've got squat jumps, lateral jumps. We're doing lateral bounds, or those skaters we call them. We've got broad jumps, jumping forwards and backwards. We've got single leg hops today we're going to do. And we've got some pogos at the end. If you've not done pogos, Don't worry, I'll tell you what they are at the end. They're quite funny and quite tough actually. Right, so we're gonna do 40 seconds worth of the jump, 15 seconds rest, then 40 seconds worth of a bodyweight exercise, things like jumping jacks, mountain climbers, V6, we do these all the time, okay? Now, it's gonna be quite long in total, so like I say, about 13 or 14 minutes it takes in total. We need to make sure we're keeping a consistent pace throughout, right? So we've got 40 seconds worth of jumps. You might wanna be aiming between 15 and 20 jumps per set, if you like. If you know you are fit and you're feeling it today, then maybe go up to about 30 in that 40-second period, okay? We're starting with squat jumps, so quarter of the way down, jump up there, non-stop, one after the other, okay? Ready? Let's go. So, from the side camera when you see me jump, hopefully what you're noticing from this position here, keep going whilst I'm explaining this to you, by the way, the angle from my knee to my ankle is consistent with the angle from my shoulder to my hip. So that would go on and maintain throughout that squat position, okay? But even at the start of this, we're gonna go here, jump, and I maintain that until I leave the ground, and then if you have a look, I'm extending from ankle, knee, and hip. So I'm triple extending when I actually leave the floor, my toes point at the floor, but then when I land back, there I am again, angle, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, okay? So we go non-stop here, and we're making sure we're keeping our core tight in that position, yeah? Good. So 15 seconds rest, that was your first one. Jumping jacks is your first bodyweight exercise, just up onto the balls of your feet, mini star jumps. We all know what these are by now. Ready? Let's go. I might watch back all of these videos that we've been doing since we had to shut the gym and count how many jumping jacks we've done all together. It's gonna be about 9 million, I think, if you ask my calves anyway. Good stuff, keep going. Okay, so we've got 40 seconds of this. Fast pace if you want to, or if you're feeling it a little bit heavy today, slow the pace down and breathe. Keep going, 10 seconds. Nice, okay. Lateral jumps next, so both feet, you're literally jumping to the side, there, back to the side, there, okay? You're looking at about a metre max. If you want to just jump about a foot, that's fine as well. You ready? Core tight. Let's go. So from here, jump, there. Again, core's remaining tight. And when we land, you see that soften with the knee, and we're landing on the midfoot, there. When I land as well, ankles are below knees. So I'm going just over about a foot, probably jumping about 1.5 feet. Good, 10 seconds. Good stuff. So, next one we're going to do is V-sit. So you're on your back, sitting up, touching your toes. JP, you say morning, whereabouts are you in the world? It's afternoon here in the UK. So legs up, sit up, touch toes and back. Notice my pace here. I'm just thinking about controlling this a little bit more. So I'm not going to bang out as many as I can. I'm taking about 2 seconds each one, which will lead me to about 20 in total. See that quick maths? Good stuff. Ten seconds. Good stuff, okay. And we're back up. So your next one is what we call, there's my head, so what we call lateral bounds. These are what we call skaters as well, so single leg, driving to the side and pushing off the other leg non-stop, and we keep driving, okay? Remember, form is key here, so if you can maintain good form, i.e. straight at that shin, so knee not falling in, foot facing forward or slightly externally rotated when you land, and core remaining engaged, then you can start jumping a bit further, right? If it's not, you're not feeling as sturdy, then look, shorten the jump. Like I'm still doing the same movement, I've just shortened the jump, no problem at all. One thing I'm doing is controlling my body, not falling off when I land. So there, using all these muscles to to drive back from that position and jump back. Good stuff. Okay, next one, mountain climbers. Press up position, sweeping your knee underneath, try and touch the elbow on the same side. Ready? We've all done these now. Good. So we're pushing the floor away, core's engaged, sweeping the knee underneath, and your foot stays off the floor when you do sweep the knee up. Guys, if you want to push the pace and go faster, do so. If you feel like you've got it in you, this is the third of 8, then really go for it. If not, keep a nice consistent pace that you're not going to slow down from as we get towards the end. Good, standing up. Okay, next jump. We've got a broad jump. So, squat jump position, we jump forwards here, there, stop there, and then all you're gonna do is you're gonna step back and jump forward, okay? Ready, let's go. So, jump forward, there, step back. Jump forward, there, step back. Okay, non-stop. And when you jump, you're making sure we're triple extending, so our toes are pointing into the floor, there, and that way our knees extend and our hips extend as well. When you land, you make sure you land on the midfoot, core's nice and engaged. And we go. Some of you see this is just a long jump. Same thing, broad jump, long jump. It's a nice test actually. We do with our athletes. Well, Josh, our head of performance, does this with our athletes. It's a nice way to map their progression. Squat thrust next. That is looking at how far they can jump in a broad jump. So, press up position, jumping knees up to chest here and back out, non-stop, 40 seconds. Good work. Breathing through this. And guys, when you're doing these squat thrusts, make sure you are pushing the floor away. Don't be soft through the elbow. Make sure you're nice and tight and rigid in that upper body. Pushing the floor away, core engaged. 15 seconds, keep yourselves going. Got 4 more after this. Gonna get a little bit tougher as well. Okay, so now we're going single leg hops. I'm gonna go left leg first. Lateral hops, and I'm gonna jump about a foot either side, but my right foot never touches the floor. Non-stop for 40 seconds. You're gonna feel this one. Ready, core engaged. Small jumps are fine. If you want to take a double movement like I am here, that's okay. If you think you're okay with it and you've done these before, then just do what I'm doing now and keep going side to side, okay? Double movement's fine. And again, we're trying to make sure that those landing mechanics are on point. So when I land even with a single leg, we're looking at knee being stacked over ankle. Solid there, you see. Land there. And again, there. Form's really key. May well lose your balance like I just did, just reset and go again. There, there, there. Keep going, left leg. Good. Burpees now. I want you to try and get your chest on the floor. Jump up high as you can after each one. 40 seconds means 15 burpees, okay? If you get to 15, don't stop though, keep going. So hands go down first, hands up. Jump up, so we are releasing our hands at the bottom, there, then jumping up. Release at the bottom, and go. And go. And go, good. Keep going guys. Keep breathing again. If you want to go to faster pace than I am, then do so. Good stuff. 15 seconds rest. Get some air in your lungs. We're going single leg lateral hops on the other leg. Whew. Ready? So it's your right foot on the floor. We're jumping there and jumping back. There and back, and back. I'm not as steady on this leg as I am on my left. You often find actually with, keep going guys, with whichever foot you're dominant with, so I'm right-footed, I'm right-handed, you often find you'll probably push off that, and then the first thing to land is always a non-dominant foot. So you actually stabilise more. If you're going to kick a ball, for instance, and you're right-footed, left foot would land, stabilise, and then you kick with the right foot. Better than that. But you might find that the non-dominant leg is actually more stable when you're trying to balance. Anyway, press ups next. So nice and controlled. Down on your knees is fine, or out straight. Ready? Let's go. So, and drive up. Core's tight. Shoulders and hips are about the same height. Hands are underneath the chest, and elbows are not flaring up. They're staying nice and in line with my body. About 45 degrees if you look. Breathing out on the top. On the way up, I should say, so breathe in here. Breathe out on the push. The concentric part. Keep going guys, 5 seconds. Good work, okay. 2 left, so first one, jump lunges. Then we're gonna go into stars, then we're gonna go into pogos, okay? So jump lunges, so lunge position, split stance, jump from one to the other, split your feet in the air, both feet leave and land at the same time. So from here to there, non-stop. Okay, you don't have to turn like I just did, I'm just showing you that my front shin is staying upright, nice and vertical, and both my knees are bending, and I'm landing on the midfoot. Okay, keep going guys. Make sure that your core stays engaged. Make sure you're nice and upright when you're doing this with your torso. Don't fold through the spine. Keep going, 10 seconds. Nearly there. Good. So next one, pogos. Sorry, no they're not. Next one is jump star, so star jumps. So from here, jump up, here, jump up, okay? Then we're going pogos. Ready? Let's go. So tap the knees, jump into the star, non-stop for 40 seconds. We're getting towards the end of it now, guys. This should be tough. So right now, lungs should be going. I imagine quads and legs are burning, heart rates are up. We've just got one more of each exercise after this. We're doing pogos, and we're gonna finish with body weight squats, okay? Keep going for another 10 seconds. Nearly there, come on. 5 seconds. Good, okay, so pogos now. We're gonna do a jump with minimal knee bend, minimal hip bend. So essentially you're trying to stay upright like this, and we're jumping essentially as soon as we land, we're driving toes to floor. Right, so from the side, if you look what I'm doing, knee bend is minimal, but I'm trying to get as high as I can each time. I said it looks a bit stupid. It does. I'm gonna call these penguin jumps. Keep going, non-stop. 20 seconds. You can see what they're called pogos though, can't you? Last 10, keep going. High as you can. Time there, good stuff, okay. Last 40 seconds now. Bodyweight squats. Aim to do about 30 in the 40 seconds. Ready? Core tight, knees out over feet. 5 seconds, then we go. And we're off. Remember, chest up, shoulders back, knees out over feet. Okay, so we're not letting our knees fall in. Knee valgus is what we call it. Angle from shoulder to hip, consistent with the angle from the knee to the ankle. Ten seconds. Nice work, okay. Guys, that's the end of the circuit. Like I said, it took about 14 minutes. That was quite tough. Grab yourselves a drink, loosen up, stretch off. Let me know how you're feeling, please. I want to know if you're feeling your legs, how that was it tough? I thought it might be when I was writing it out. And grab yourself a rest. We're coming back on with some core in a minute. Good work. All right, and we're back. Yeah, and that would be nice, yes. Yeah, Jono, I said jump stars, didn't I? I meant star jumps. You knew what I meant. Feeling crazy, Jade, there. Good stuff. Right, now, we're gonna do some core. It's just one exercise today, so we're bringing it right back down to just back to those shoulder taps. So we're in a straight arm plank position here, driving the floor away, core engaged. Your right hand is going to come and tap left shoulder, replace the floor, and then vice versa, left to right. Making sure, as always, we don't rotate through the hip when we take our one hand off. We make sure those hips stay locked and we tap, okay? We're going to do 4 lots of 30 seconds with 10 seconds rest, okay? 10 seconds, and we go. Ready? So, tap the shoulder, replace. Other hand, replace. There, notice I'm spending about a second just to know that I'm in control of that movement and I'm not doing this when we're not using our core, okay? So, touch and replace. My feet are about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Deliberately so, because I find it a lot easier when my feet are like that to control my hips. When they're closer together like this, I'm not as confident I'm going to maintain that form. 1 lot done, 10 seconds rest, it goes very quickly. We're going again as soon as that buzzer does. Breathe in, ready, and we're off. Good. You're breathing as well. You're replacing your hands directly below the chest. Good stuff, 2 down, 2 to go. If it's getting too tough and you're not confident that you can keep form when you're taking one hand off, just hold the straight arm plank position. We've got 2 more. Ready? So if you just want to hold this like I am, that's absolutely fine. Drive the floor away. Keep yourself nice and controlled. Every time you breathe out, increase the pressure in your abs. Ten seconds. Nice work, that's 3 down, we've got 1 to go. So back to shoulder taps if you can, or if you want to just hold the straight arm like I was, no problem at all. Ready? Let's go. Just over 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and time. Good stuff. Okay, that's core done. You feel your shoulders there, you feel your abs there. Well, core. Last thing we're gonna do now is just some stretching. Loosen it off, stretch it off. So just find yourself a space on the floor. We're gonna be seated for this. We're actually gonna start with a couple of stretches for your shoulders. So you can just sit down like I am. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my right arm across my body. My left arm is gonna go just behind the elbow, and I'm just gonna pull that shoulder across and feel a stretch on my shoulder. I can turn my head over that shoulder. You may feel that increase the stretch. Swap the arms over. Nice, okay, now from this position, going into kneeling hip flexor, so pillow at the back, knee on the pillow, 1 foot forward, and then we go into that hip flexor stretch, so straight line from shoulder through hip through knee at the back, tense the back glute, feel it down the front of the back leg. You're going to take that into pigeon stretch, so knee down to floor, foot to the outside, and just drive back with your other leg nice and straight. Hips, you're trying to get into the floor. We're doing a couple of other videos for you guys. The stretching one seems to have gone down really well, so we've got Josh to do a mobility one and a foam rolling one. We'll get foam rolling one. We'll get that out in the next week or so, along with a series, an article series about how to stay mobile at home. Just swap this over, so back knee here, front foot there, and we go on the other side. As with all of these videos, they do stay on our YouTube channel, so you can revisit them, you can do them again. If you go on our YouTube channel, it's Riggs Fitness, youtube.com/Riggs Fitness. You'll see on there all the Riggs remote stuff, all the live videos are there, so you can revisit them. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you do get notifications when we go live and when we do a new one. And do us a favor and give them all a like. That's the thumbs up, so click the thumbs up at the bottom of the video, give it a like. Good. So we're on to the other leg pigeon. Okay, good stuff. Now, we're going to call it there, guys. So that's the end of today's session. If you want to continue to stretch, you do so. If you want more stretches, have a look at our YouTube channel, look at that video. Tonight, we have a boxing fitness session at 6 o'clock with me again. That's with UWCB, so we've got a nice session lined up for you all if you're willing to do 2 in a day, okay? Good to see you again. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know how you got on, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.